The night started with laughter, clinking glasses, and the smell of roasted garlic drifting through Rowan's house. He had invited us for dinner, claiming he wanted to catch up. I thought it was harmless until I saw it. Rowan leaned toward Alina, his smile sharp. Her hand brushed his forearm as she laughed, her dress hugging every line of her body. My chest tightened. I stepped forward. "What's the joke?" Alina straightened in her chair, tucking her hair behind her ear. "Your brother was just telling me about his client. Something about a disastrous meeting." Rowan grinned at me. "She has a good sense of humor. Better than you give her credit for." I pulled out the chair beside her. "I give her plenty of credit." Alina placed her hand on mine under the table, her skin warm. "Don't be jealous. He was just making me laugh." I looked straight at Rowan. "I'm not jealous. I just want to hear the story too." Rowan sipped his wine slowly. "A client lost his temper, shouted at the wrong person, and nearly cost the company a contract. I fixed it, as usual. That's all." Alina smiled faintly. "He made it sound funnier before you walked in." I leaned closer to her ear. "Did he?" She whispered back. "Don't start." It was nothing. Dinner carried on, but I could feel something brewing. Every time Rowan spoke, Alina's eyes lingered too long. When she laughed, his gaze dropped lower than it should have. I poured water into her glass. "You're quiet tonight?" She blinked at me. "Quiet? I'm laughing every other minute." "Not with me." Rowan smirked. "Don't ruin the mood. You've always been the serious one. Alina brings light to the room. Let her shine." I pushed back my chair slightly. "She shines enough without you encouraging her." Alina touched my arm quickly. "Stop, please." Her voice softened, but her eyes begged me to calm down. Rowan stood, carrying plates toward the kitchen. "I'll bring dessert. Relax." Once he left, I turned to her. "Tell me the truth. Did he say something to you before I came in?" Her lips parted, hesitation breaking her smile. "No, he didn't." I leaned closer. "Why did you pause?" She looked down at the tablecloth. "Because you sound like you're accusing me. I don't want to fight in his house." My voice dropped. "Then give me a reason not to accuse you." Her hand gripped mine tighter. "I'm here with you." "That should be enough." Rowan returned with plates of tiramisu. He placed one in front of her with a flourish. "For the lady?" Her cheeks flushed. "Thank you." I clenched my jaw. "You don't need to serve her like that. She's not your guest. She's mine." Rowan raised his eyebrows. "Relax, brother. Hospitality runs in the family, doesn't it?" Alina forced a laugh, cutting into the dessert. "Both of you, stop competing. It's just food. I couldn't eat." I watched instead. Rowan's casual touches, the way he brushed past her chair too closely, the image burned deeper each time. Later, when Alina stepped outside to take a call, Rowan leaned against the counter beside me. His voice dropped. "You're too protective." "She noticed." I shot him a look. "Notice what?" He tilted his head. "That you don't trust her? She's my girlfriend. I know her better than you ever could." His smile widened. "Are you sure?" The words cut sharper than a knife. Alina walked back in, phone in hand. "Sorry, it was my friend." She needed advice. I studied her face, every detail. "Which friend?" She blinked quickly. "Sophie. You don't know her." Rowan raised his glass again. "Sophie, sure." "Let's toast to honesty." Alina frowned. "What is going on with you two?" I said nothing. "Just my brother being himself," Rowan added. "And you being paranoid." The tension pressed down on the room, suffocating. Alina tried to smooth it with small talk, but my eyes never left Rowan. When we finally left, the night air felt colder than it should have. Alina slipped her hand into mine as we walked to the car. "You were strange." "Tonight," she said softly. I opened the door for her. "I was watching him. The way he looks at you." She sat down, crossing her arms. "You're imagining things, am I?" Her gaze flicked away. "Yes. Then why did your smile falter when you saw me watching?" Her lips parted, but no words came. She shut the door and stared straight ahead. The silence between us was louder than any accusation. The ride back from Rowan's house felt endless. Alina sat beside me, scrolling on her phone, her face half lit by the screen. I tightened my grip on the wheel. You and him looked pretty comfortable tonight. She looked up sharply. Comfortable. He told me a funny story. That's all. He leaned close. You didn't move. Her brows knit. So now I'm guilty of laughing. You brushed his arm. I saw it. Her voice rose. It was accidental. Do you think I'm that careless? I pulled the car into our driveway and cut the engine. I think Rowan knows exactly how to push boundaries. And you let him. She unbuckled her seatbelt, staring at me. You sound jealous. I am, I admitted. Because I know him. He doesn't laugh with someone unless he wants something. She touched my hand lightly. Then don't take it out on me. I didn't want this tension. I turned to face her fully. Then tell me, did he say something I should know about? Her eyes flickered, a pause too long. No, he didn't. That pause said otherwise. Her tone softened. I hesitated because you're looking at me like a stranger. You've never doubted me like this. I searched her face. Maybe I've never had a reason to before. Her lips parted, then closed again. She stepped out of the car without another word. Inside, the silence followed us. She set her phone on the counter, poured herself water, then looked at me. Are you going to stay angry all night? I'm not angry. I'm trying to understand why you looked guilty. She slammed the glass down. Because I hate being accused. I laughed. That's all. Do you want me to stop smiling around him? I want you to remember that he's my brother, not your confidant. Her voice broke slightly. And I want you to remember, I'm with you, not him. I stepped closer. Then prove it. She blinked up at me. How kiss me? Not because you want to cover this up, because you want me. Her hand slid up my chest, pulling me down to her. Her lips pressed hard against mine, desperate, almost angry. For a moment, everything else faded. Her warmth, her scent, the way she clung to me nearly erased Rowan from my mind, but then she pulled back, breathless, eyes searching mine. Do you believe me now? I swallowed hard. Almost her face twisted. Almost after that, I stepped away, needing space. I can't forget the way he looked at you, she whispered. Then maybe the problem isn't me. Maybe it's the way you look at him. Her words stung, sharp and precise. I turned away, pacing. What's that supposed to mean? She folded her arms. You've always had this rivalry with him. Everything becomes a competition. Maybe you're imagining things because you want to beat him, even when it comes to me. I faced her again. This isn't a game. You're not a trophy. You're my girlfriend. Her eyes softened, but her lips trembled. Then treat me like one. Trust me. The room felt heavy. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to let it go. But doubt kept gnawing at me. I sat on the couch, rubbing my temples. I don't want to fight anymore tonight. She sat beside me, laying her head on my shoulder. Then stop. Hold me instead. I wrapped my arm around her, trying to steady my heartbeat. She whispered against my chest. I love you. I kissed her hair. I love you too. Her body relaxed against mine, and for a while, the storm quieted. Later, after she fell asleep beside me, my phone buzzed on the nightstand. A new message from Rowan. Do you trust her? I stared at the screen, heat rushing through me. Why would he ask that? Why tonight? I slipped out of bed and stepped into the hallway. I typed back quickly. What are you trying to do? His reply came fast. Just asking a question. My hand shook. Stay away from her. Another buzz. She seems to enjoy the attention. Maybe you should ask her again. My chest burned with rage. I wanted to storm into his house, demand answers, but Alina shifted in bed. Murmuring my name in her sleep, I stood frozen between her and the screen. Was Rowan playing me? Or was he telling the truth? I slid the phone back onto the nightstand, but sleep never came. Rowan's text came in the afternoon. Dinner tonight. Bring Alina, like old times. I stared at the words. It felt like bait, but I typed back fine. When Alina stepped out of the bedroom, my doubts sharpened. She wore a black dress that clung to her like a second skin. I swallowed hard. "You're dressed up for my brother?" She frowned. "I dressed up for dinner. With you." "Stop twisting it. Rowan will see it differently." Her voice cooled. "That's his problem, not mine." We drove in silence. At his place, Rowan opened the door with his trademark grin. "Look at you two. Perfect couple." His eyes scanned Alina, lingering a second too long. "You look stunning." Her polite smile tightened. "Thank you." I stepped between them. "Can we go inside?" Dinner was already laid out. Rowan poured wine, leaning closer to Alina than necessary. "Red all right?" he asked her. "Yes," she said, tucking her hair behind her ear. I cut in. "She usually prefers white." Rowan smirked. "People's tastes change. Isn't that right, Alina?" She nodded faintly, accepting the glass. I sat down, forcing a smile. "So what's the occasion?" "You never play host without a reason, family," Rowan said. "We used to do this all the time. Before you got too serious with work and women." I set down my fork. "You mean Alina?" He raised his glass. "I mean, whoever happens to hold your attention." Alina cleared her throat. "Can we not make it about me?" Rowan leaned in, his voice low. "It always ends up being about you." My jaw tightened. "Don't talk to her like that." He laughed. "Relax. I'm complimenting her." I forced a chuckle, though my stomach churned. "You always had a strange way of showing compliments." Dinner dragged on with subtle battles. Rowan poured more wine into Elena's glass before she finished the first. He asked her about her job, her hobbies. "Things I thought he already knew," she answered, smiling politely. Though I noticed how her hands smoothed the fabric of her dress each time his gaze dropped lower, I finally spoke up. "Rowan, are you interviewing her?" "Just making conversation," he said. "You don't own every word she speaks," Alina touched my wrist. "It's fine. It's not fine," I said, sharper than I intended. Her eyes warned me. "You're overreacting." I leaned back, breathing deep. "Maybe." Then it happened. Rowan reached for the bread basket, and his hand brushed hers. "Too long to be accidental?" My blood boiled. "Careful." "Your hand slipped," he grinned. "Did it?" "My mistake." Alina pulled her hand back quickly. "It's fine." "No," I said firmly. "It's not." Rowan sipped his wine, eyes locked on me. "You're reading too much into everything." I forced a laugh. "Am I? Or are you enjoying this game too much?" Alina set down her fork. "Both of you need to stop. I can't sit here while you tear at each other." I looked at her. "Then tell him to respect boundaries." Her voice cracked slightly. "I'm not choosing sides at this table," Rowan chuckled. A smart answer. I slammed my glass down. "Enough. What do you want from her?" He leaned back calmly. "I want to spend time with my brother and his girlfriend. That's all." "You're lying." Elena's hand pressed against my arm. "Please, don't do this here." The room buzzed with tension. Rowan's smirk never left his face. Elena's shoulders trembled, caught between us. I forced myself to stand. "Dinner was great. We're leaving." Elena's eyes widened. "Already?" "Yes." I looked at Rowan. "Next time, keep your distance." He raised his glass again. "I'll drink to that." On the way out, Alina tugged at my arm. "Why do you always assume the worst?" "Because I saw his hand on yours." "Because he stares at you like he's imagining things he shouldn't." She turned away, exhaling sharply. "You're making this unbearable, am I? Or is he?" She stopped on the steps, staring at me. "Maybe both." Her words cut deeper than Rowan's smirk ever could. The creak of the floor woke me. I checked the clock just after 2. Alina wasn't in bed. My chest tightened. I slipped out quietly and followed the faint murmur of voices. From the bottom of the stairs, I saw them. Rowan leaned close, his hand braced on the counter, whispering into Elena's ear. Her lips trembled, but she didn't move away. My pulse roared. "Am I interrupting?" My voice cut through the room. They both jerked back. Rowan's smirk spread slow, deliberate. Couldn't sleep, little brother? Alina flinched. I was just getting water. I stepped forward. Then why is he in your ear? Rowan shrugged. Maybe I'm better company at this hour. Back off, I snapped. Elena's hand shot out. Stop it. He's drunk. He came down looking for another drink. That's all funny, I said, eyes locked on Rowan. He didn't look unsteady. Rowan grinned wider. Maybe I hide it well. I clenched my fists. Say whatever you want, but stay away from her. Alina grabbed my arm. Please, let's go upstairs. No, I said, shaking her off. Not until I know exactly what he whispered. She swallowed hard. It was nothing. He said nothing. I turned back to Rowan. Tell me. He leaned on the counter, calm as ever. If she says it was nothing, then it was nothing. Wrong answer. Alina stepped between us. You're imagining things. You're twisting it again. He didn't mean anything. Then why did you flinch? Her eyes darted. Because you scared me barging in like that, I shook my head. No, you reacted before I spoke. I saw it. Rowan chuckled. Careful, brother. Paranoia eats men alive. I moved closer, fists tight. You want me to believe you're just playing games, but I know you. Every smirk, every word, every glance. You want her. Elena's voice rose. Stop it. Both of you. This is insane. Tell him to back off then, I demanded. She turned on me. And what do you want me to say? That I can control what he does? That I can stop him from talking? Yes, I said coldly. If you wanted to stop him, you would. Her breath caught. You don't trust me? Not when I see you standing this close to him. Rowan clapped slowly, mocking. Bravo. You've turned a glass of water into betrayal. I lunged toward him, but Elena grabbed me, pulling me back. Stop. He's not worth it. He's worth everything if he's trying to take what's mine. She spun me around, eyes fierce. I'm not yours to fight over like a prize. The words hit me harder than his smirk. Then what are you? I asked quietly. Her voice wavered. I'm here with you. Doesn't that answer it? Rowan's laugh slid through the silence. For now, I snapped toward him. Say that again? He raised his glass, finishing the last drop. For now? That's all I said. I took a step, but Elena's grip tightened. Don't, please. I glared at him one last time, then pulled her upstairs. The moment our door closed, I turned to her. Tell me the truth. What did he say? Her eyes glistened. He whispered nonsense. He was drunk. That's it. You're lying. She shook her head. I'm not. Then why can't you look at me when you say it? Her voice cracked. Because I hate this. I hate that you're making me defend myself against something that didn't happen. I stepped closer. Then swear to me. Swear he didn't say anything I should know. She closed her eyes. I swear. But her voice broke on the last word and I knew. I turned away, staring into the dark corner of the room. If I find out he touched you, whispered something real, or crossed that line, I won't forgive either of you. Her whisper followed me. Then you'll lose me before you ever find out. Silence swallowed us. My rage burned hotter than any answer she gave. Asterisk, the resort was supposed to be a reset. Alina booked it for us. A quiet weekend away from everything. But the moment we checked in, I saw him, Rowan. Standing at the bar like he owned the place. I muttered, you invited him. Her head snapped toward me. Of course not. I had no idea he'd be here. Rowan lifted his glass and smirked. Small world, isn't it? I clenched my jaw. Too small. Alina touched my arm. Don't start. We came here to relax. Hard to relax when he's circling. Rowan stepped closer. Relax, little brother. I'm here for business. If you happen to be here too, lucky me. Business at a couple's resort? I shot back. He shrugged. Even businessmen deserve massages. Alina forced a smile. Let's just get to our room, we walked off. But I could feel Rowan's eyes on us. Inside the suite, I slammed my bag down. You swear you didn't tell him? She spun on me. How could you even ask that? I planned this for us. Not him then? Why is he here? Because he's Rowan, he shows up where he shouldn't. That's not my fault. I exhaled hard. It feels like he's following us. She crossed her arms. Or it feels like you're looking for reasons not to trust me. I stared at her. Give me a reason to trust you then. Stay away from him. Completely. She stepped close, resting a hand on my chest. I'm with you. Isn't that enough? For a moment, her touch calmed me. But the knock at the door shattered it. Rowan leaned in the doorway, casual. Bars boring alone. Care to join me? No, I snapped. Elena cut in. We're fine, Rowan, he grinned. Suit yourself. His eyes lingered on her before he walked away. I shut the door hard. He's not going to stop. Then don't give him the reaction he wants. But I couldn't let it go. Later, she said she was heading to the spa. An hour tops, she promised. When the hour passed, I waited. When the second hour passed, I boiled. I searched. She wasn't at the spa. She wasn't anywhere inside. I finally found them outside, by the edge of the property, where the trees broke open to twilight. She was standing with him, too close, her arms crossed like she was arguing, but not moving away. My voice cut the air. What the hell is this? Elena spun, eyes wide. I was just with him? I barked. Rowan smirked. Relax. We were talking. Talking where no one else could see. Elena rushed toward me. I swear I just ran into him. I told him to leave us alone. You've been gone 2 hours. That's not running into someone. Her voice cracked. He cornered me. I didn't want to make a scene. I glared at her. So you let him keep you out here instead? Rowan's laugh slid between us. Careful. She might prefer my company. I lunged, grabbing his shirt, shoving him back. Say that again? He leaned in, unbothered. She'll never tell you everything. I shoved harder. What did you say to her? Ask her, he said with a grin. Elena's voice shook. Stop it, both of you. I turned to her. Did he touch you? Did he say something you're hiding? Tears welled in her eyes. He didn't touch me, he said things to mess with you. What things? She shook her head. Nothing real. Nothing true. Then why can't you tell me? Rowan's whisper cut in, sharp. Because it wasn't nothing. I shoved him again, but Elena pulled at my arm. Please, don't let him win. I searched her face. If you're keeping secrets, he's already winning, she pleaded. I'm not keeping secrets. I'm trying to stop you from destroying yourself. Rowan laughed low. You already are. I ripped free from her grip and stepped back. Stay away from us, I told him. He only smiled, calm, knowing. Back in the room, I paced. Elena sat on the bed watching me unravel. She whispered, Do you even love me anymore? Or do you just love being suspicious? I stopped cold. Don't twist this. I wouldn't be suspicious if you didn't keep giving him chances to get close. I didn't give him anything. Then why was he standing in the dark with you instead of me? Her silence answered louder than words. I sat at the edge of the bed, my head in my hands. If I lose you to him, I'll never forgive either of you, she whispered. You'll lose me faster if you keep pushing me away. The words sank like poison, leaving me no ground to stand on. The ping of her phone cut through the silence. Elena had left it on the nightstand while she showered. I glanced at the screen. One line. From Rowan, he suspects. Don't slip. My chest clenched. I grabbed the phone, staring at the words until they blurred. My blood roared in my ears. Elena walked out, towel wrapped around her, smiling. What's wrong? I lifted the phone. Explain this. Her smile vanished. You went through my phone? I didn't touch it. It lit up on its own. What is this? She froze, eyes darting to the screen. It's not what you think. Then tell me what it is. Now. Her voice shook. Rowan's been pushing me. He sends things to get in your head. I stepped closer. So why does it sound like you're working with him? I'm not. She reached for the phone. Please, give it back. I yanked it away. Why? So you can delete the rest. How many messages have you hidden? Tears welled in her eyes. I delete them because I don't want you to see the poison he sends. He twists everything. He's trying to break us apart. Then why didn't you tell me? Because I was scared. If I showed you, you'd explode. Just like this. I held the phone tighter. Scared or guilty? She grabbed my arm. I swear to you, I haven't done anything. He's obsessed with messing with you, with us. He knows how to dig under your skin. I stared at her, my voice raw. Then why does it sound like you're covering for him? Her tears spilled. Because if I push him too hard, he'll just come at us worse. I thought I could handle it quietly. Handle it. Or enjoy the attention. She flinched like I'd struck her. You think I want this? You think I like him cornering me? Whispering things that make me sick? Then why didn't you block him? Because he's your brother. Blocking him would make it worse. He'd show up at the door, angrier, louder. I was trying to protect you. I laughed bitterly. Protect me by lying to me? I wasn't lying. I was trying to keep the peace. Peace. He's in your phone, in your head, in your every excuse. That's not peace, Alina. That's betrayal. She covered her face with her hands. You don't believe me? No matter what I say. I lowered my voice. Then give me one reason I should. She dropped her hands, eyes blazing. Because I'm standing here with you, not him. Because I chose you. I keep choosing you, even when you don't see it. Then prove it. Show me everything he sent. No hiding. Her shoulders trembled. I deleted them. Of course you did. She stepped closer, her towel slipping slightly, skin damp from the shower. Her voice cracked. I love you. I don't love him. I never did. I never will. I clenched my fists. Then why does he text you like he owns part of you? Because he wants to. That doesn't mean he does. I shook my head. It feels like I'm fighting both of you. Her hands pressed against my chest. Fight me then. Yell at me. Hate me if you need to. But don't let him win by making you believe his lies. My voice dropped, sharp. Are they lies? She leaned her forehead against mine, whispering. Yes. Every word from him is meant to destroy you. Don't let him. I stood rigid. But the warmth of her skin against me, the desperation in her voice, clawed at me, Alina. I muttered. If I find out you're keeping more from me, it's over. I know. She pressed her lips against mine, soft, trembling. But I won't lose you. Not to him. Her kiss burned with urgency, pulling me into her. My mind screamed not to trust, but my body betrayed me, answering her closeness. I pulled back, breathing hard. You're lying to me. I can feel it. She shook her head, tears streaking her face. I'm begging you. Believe me. You're the only one I love. I pushed her gently away. I want to. God, I want to. But every time I look at you, I see him in your shadow. She fell silent, clutching the towel tighter around her. Then, in the quiet, her voice barely rose. Then hold me tonight. Hold me so tight, there's no room for him between us. I stared at her, torn between rage and longing. If you're lying, you'll break me, she whispered. I'm not lying. Later, in bed, she curled against me, her arm wrapped around my chest like she was afraid I'd vanish if she'd let go. Her voice trembled in the dark. You're the only one, I promise. Please don't leave me. I lay awake staring at the ceiling, her words clinging to me. I wanted to believe her, but Rowan's message burned into my mind, refusing to let go. He suspects. Don't slip. And I knew the game was far from over. Asterisk, I wasn't supposed to be home yet. Work had dragged all week, and I wanted to surprise her. I unlocked the door quietly, picturing Elena's face when she saw me, but I froze in the doorway. Rowan, his hand on her waist. His body pressed too close, his lips hovering over hers. My heart slammed. What the hell is this? Elena shoved him back instantly, eyes wide. It's not what you think. Rowan smirked, straightening his shirt. You're early. I stormed inside. Answer me, Elena? What did I just see? She shook her head, panicked. He grabbed me. I told him no. Funny? I spat. Looked like you were waiting for it. Her voice cracked. I wasn't. I swear to you, Rowan. Leaned casually against the counter. She didn't exactly scream. I lunged at him, fists clenched. You touch her again and he interrupted, smug. What? Hit me? Prove I was right about you being the unstable one? Elena shoved between us, tears streaming. Stop! Please, stop! I pointed at her. Do you want him? Tell me right now. Do you want him? She shook her head furiously. No, I want you. Only you? Then why was his mouth this close to yours? I held up my hand an inch from her face. Her voice broke. Because he forced it. Because he doesn't care what I say, Rowan chuckled low. Forced? You leaned in, Elena. Don't rewrite it now. She whirled on him, furious. You're lying. I grabbed the back of a chair, gripping it so hard it nearly splintered. One of you is lying, and I'm done playing judge. Elena rushed toward me, clutching my arm. Please, believe me. He wants to destroy us. That's all this is. Rowan's grin widened. If I wanted to, I already did. I yanked my arm free from her. I've given you chance after chance to prove you're not part of this. And every time, it gets worse. Her voice trembled. Don't walk away from me. Not like this. Give me one reason not to. Because you know me. Because you know what's in my heart. I stared at her, shaking with rage. I don't know anything anymore. Every time I look at you, I see him. Rowan's laugh echoed. Maybe that's because she wants you both. Shut your mouth, I snapped. Or what? He stepped forward. You'll finally admit you're terrified she feels something she shouldn't. Elena screamed at him. Stop twisting everything. I stepped back, holding my head. This is exactly what you wanted, isn't it, Rowan? To make me doubt her until I can't breathe? His smirk sharpened. And you're doing it all on your own. I turned to Elena, my voice raw. If you love me, if you truly love me, then swear it on everything you have that nothing happened. She grabbed my face, tears wetting her cheeks. I swear. I didn't kiss him. I didn't want him. I only want you. Her words cut deep, but the image of them so close, lips nearly touching, was carved into me. I pulled away. You don't get how hard it is to believe you anymore, she sobbed, reaching after me. Don't go, please. Rowan's voice slid behind me like a knife. Go on, leave her. Let me pick up the pieces. I spun on him, fury burning. You think this is a game? He smirked. Always has been. Elena screamed again, slamming her fists against his chest. I hate you. Do you hear me? I hate you. But he only laughed. I couldn't stay another second. I grabbed my keys, ignoring Elena's cries as I walked out. She called after me, voice breaking. Don't let him win by leaving. But I left anyway, the sound of her sobs chasing me down the hall. Outside, I gripped the steering wheel of my car, chest heaving. The image replayed over and over. Rowan's mouth inches from hers. Her eyes not shutting, not pulling away fast enough. The betrayal was no longer a shadow. It was alive, breathing between us, and I wondered if my love had blinded me all along. I slammed the door behind me when I got back inside. Elena was still on the floor, her face streaked with tears. She looked up at me, shaking. Please don't shut me out. Not now. I dropped my keys on the table. You have one chance. Tell me everything. No lies. She crawled to her knees, her voice breaking. I'll tell you. All of it, then start. Her lips trembled. Rowan has wanted me since before you. Before we even met, he followed me, cornered me, made sure I felt trapped. My jaw tightened. And you never said a word? I was scared. I thought if I ignored it, it would go away. It didn't go away. It got worse. She nodded, sobbing. Yes, because he doesn't stop. He twists everything, makes me look guilty, makes you doubt me. That's all he wants. I stared at her, anger boiling. You're telling me he's been obsessed with you this whole time? Yes. And you never once felt anything for him. Her silence gutted me. I stepped closer. Answer me. She shut her eyes tight. There was a moment. A spark I didn't want. I hated myself for it. But it was there once. My stomach dropped. So it's true. You felt something. Her hands clutched my arms desperately. It was nothing. I never acted on it. I chose you. Always you. Don't lie to me. Lena, you can't tell me about that spark and expect me to forget it. I'm not asking you to forget. I'm begging you to see that I never crossed the line. I ripped myself free. One spark is enough to burn everything. Her tears spilled harder. Then punish me for being honest. But don't walk away thinking I betrayed you. I didn't. I paced the room, every nerve screaming. I can't get it out of my head. Him, with his hands on you? You're not pulling away fast enough. She crawled after me, gripping my leg. Look at me, please. You're the only man I love. The only one I ever wanted. Her voice cracked like glass, and for a second, I almost believed her. I touched her cheek, torn between rage and desire. Then my phone buzzed. A message. Rowan. I opened it. My chest tightened. A video? I hit play. Alina in Rowan's arms. His lips brushing her hair. Her eyes shut. Her body pressed against him. I shoved the phone at her. Explain this. Her eyes widened in horror. No, this isn't real. It's your face. Your body, you. She grabbed the phone, shaking. It's staged. I swear to you, he forced it. He makes it look like I wanted it, but I didn't. My hands shook. Then why do you look like you're melting into him? She slapped her chest with her palm. Because he knows how to make it look that way. Because he wants you to see this and believe the worst. I yanked the phone back, replaying it frame by frame. Her head tilted, his mouth against her neck. Her hands gripping his shirt. Alina, this looks real. Her sob tore through me. It's not. I never kissed him. I never gave myself to him. You have to believe me. I stared at her, my breath ragged. Do you hear yourself? Every word sounds like another lie. She crawled closer, grabbing my hands, pressing them to her face. Feel me. Feel my truth. If I ever wanted him, would I be here on my knees begging you not to leave? Her body shook against me, her lips inches from mine, her breath desperate. I whispered, broken. Why does it still feel like I'm losing you? Her tears brushed my skin. Because he's trying to take me from you. Don't let him. I closed my eyes, torn in half. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to erase the video, erase the spark, she admitted. But Rowan's smirk haunted me. I pulled my hands from her face. I don't know if I can trust you anymore. Her scream cut through the room. Then he's won. Is that what you want? For him to destroy us? I stood there, staring at her crumpled body on the floor, the phone buzzing again in my hand. Another message from Rowan. The game wasn't over. It was only getting worse. Asterisk. Rowan closed my office door and leaned against the desk like he owned the room. His grin was slow and calm. You look tired, he said. Get out, I said. He laughed softly. We can do this the easy way or the dramatic way. What do you want? He folded his arms. You could walk away from Alina. Let me have her. No videos, no messages, no humiliation. My mouth went dry. Is that an offer or a threat? A bit of both. He pushed off the desk and came closer. Or you refuse, and I show everyone what I've been saving. Show everyone what? My voice tightened. He tapped his phone. A video. Some texts. A few recordings of you talking messy things when you were angry. One carefully edited clip looks worse than the truth. You recorded me? I demanded. He shrugged. People say confession is cleansing. I say confession is leverage. You can't be serious. I'm very serious. His eyes were cold. Walk, and I disappear. Fight, and your life gets messy. You think I'd give up the woman I love because you want a victory? He smiled without warmth. Maybe you love the idea of her more than the woman herself. Maybe losing her will prove something to you. I felt a hollow space inside where anger and fear collided. What do you want from me besides chaos? To watch you squirm until you either break or submit, he said. But I'll be reasonable. Walk away publicly. Give her the explanation that hurts the least, or refuse and call your bluff. Why her? Why this? Because when I want to test someone, I take what they believe is safe and show them it's not. He spread his hands. You two were my favorite experiment. I slammed my fist on the desk. You're sick. Maybe, he said. Or maybe I learned something early. People are fragile when secrets leak. They crumble. I left without deciding. Adrenaline raw. I needed air. I needed Alina. I needed to know if she would stand there and let me hand her over like some prize. She answered my knock before I could speak. She opened the door in a robe, hair wet, eyes wild. You okay? Rowan just offered me a bargain. She stepped aside. What bargain? He wants me to walk away from you, or he'll release whatever he has. She closed the door and pushed me against it. Don't give in. What if I lose you either way? She looked like someone who'd been pushed to the edge for months. I won't be handed away. I won't be a consolation prize for his cruelty. I stared at her. He has video. She flinched. How bad? Bad enough. She reached for my face and held me. Then we fight. Fight how? You said he staged the last one? I told you. He staged it to look real. He knows how to edit. He's been planting things for months. You never blocked him. I didn't want to make him escalate. Her voice trembled. I thought I could keep it small. You thought keeping things small meant keeping secrets from me. She closed her eyes. I thought protecting you was better than dragging you into his war. You protected me by lying. You protected us by not letting him win yet. The phone buzzed on the table. Rowan. I let it ring. He texted, "Decision time." I ignored it and faced her. If I stay, are you staying with me because you love me? Or because you're afraid of what he will do if you leave? Her fingers tightened around my wrist until I could feel the pulse thrum under her skin. I love you. I also fear him. Those things can both be true. You can't make me choose between love and fear. I'm not asking you to. I'm telling you the truth. She pressed her forehead to mine. If you walk away, do it because you believe that's what you want, not because he told you to. I can't think except that he might already have sent copies. She sucked in a breath. Then we expose him first. How? Together. Show the pattern. Show how he edited, how he manipulated. Get proof he staged things. Her eyes had a dangerous clarity I hadn't seen before. We don't run. We drag him into the light. I wanted to believe that plan. I wanted to burn him down with the truth. But the image of the video replayed behind my eyes, every frame a blade. Rowan's next text arrived. TikTok. I stood and walked out into the hall, the air thick like before a storm. I dialed his number. The call went straight to voicemail. He sent a message instead. Walk away or watch everything fall. My hands trembled as I typed back. Show me what you have and I will decide. His reply came fast. You want proof? Come to the bar in 20. Bring her or don't. Your choice. I ended the call and turned to Alina. He wants a show. Then give it to him, she said. Fierce. Let him think he controls the stage, you're sure? She straightened, pulling a shirt over her robe. I'm done hiding. If he wants to play, we'll rewrite the rules. We left together. I watched her walk beside me, and for the first time in months, her steps did not look small. They looked like a promise, or a dare. At the bar, Rowan sat alone, glass empty, grin patient. He patted the seat next to him. I like your courage. You have one chance to end this, I said. Give me what you have. He slid his phone across the table. Press play. I hit the screen and held my breath. The same video opened. Alina in his arms. Then another file. A voice recording of me, drunk and cruel, from a year ago, edited to remove context. Another text thread with missing timestamps. My stomach dropped. You edited this? He shrugged. Everything can be curated. I looked at Elena. She stood as if someone had dared her to move. Say something, I told her. She walked to the small stage beside us and took a breath as if she was about to perform. This is a lie, she said slowly, so everyone could hear. He made this to look true. He wanted you to see me as guilty. He wants to destroy us. A hush fell over the bar. Whispered comments circled. Rowan's face shifted, almost pleased. Bold. I felt the room tilt. My choice was a razor's edge. Walk away, and the footage would still exist, but not as my public humiliation. Stay and fight, and the video would spread faster now that blood smelled in the water. Rowan sipped his drink and said, Decide, brother. Make it interesting. I looked at Elena, her jaw set, eyes bright with anger and something else. I looked at Rowan, whose smugness had teeth. I had one heartbeat to choose. The silence stretched until I could feel my heart pound in my throat. Then I stood and walked toward the small stage, toward the crowd that gathered and into whatever came next. Rowan's voice cut through the noise of the bar like a knife. I had gone outside for air, trying to breathe after standing beside Elena in front of everyone. And there he was, leaning against the corner with a drink in hand, speaking to a friend I didn't recognize. She chose me once, Rowan said with a smirk, before my brother ever had a chance. She kissed me, and I'll never forget the way she leaned in. The words hit me harder than any punch could. My chest locked tight, and I froze where I stood. His friend laughed. And now she's with him? Rohan raised his glass. For now. But I'll always know the truth. He's living with my shadow. I stepped forward. What did you just say? Rowan turned, his smirk widening. You weren't meant to hear that, but maybe it's better this way. You're lying. He shook his head. Ask her. If she dares, I left him standing there, my hands trembling, my mind racing. The ground felt uneven as I walked back inside. Elena looked up from the table where she sat, her eyes searching mine. What happened? She asked. Tell me the truth, I said. Her brow furrowed. About what? About Rowan. About you and him. She blinked, her lips parting as though the words got caught in her throat. Why are you asking me this? Because I just heard him bragging outside. He said you chose him once, that you kissed him. Her eyes filled with panic. He told you that? Stop asking questions. Just answer me. Did it happen? She stood slowly, her chair scraping the floor. Yes, once. A long time ago. The room tilted. You kissed him. It was before you and I, before I even knew you. We were drunk, and it meant nothing. Nothing. I stepped back. You kissed my brother, and you never thought to tell me? Tears welled in her eyes. Because it was meaningless. It was one stupid mistake, and I didn't want it to poison us. You are the one I chose. You're the one I love. Don't say that like it erases what you did. She reached for me, but I pulled away. It wasn't betrayal. Not then. I didn't even know you. It feels like betrayal now. Her voice broke. Because Rowan used it to hurt you. That's what he does. He digs up old wounds and twists them. I never loved him. I never wanted him, but you kissed him. One kiss, she pleaded. It wasn't passion. It wasn't love. It was a mistake I buried because it didn't matter. It matters to me, I said through clenched teeth. She stepped closer, her hand trembling as it hovered near mine. If you had known from the start, would you have walked away? I didn't answer. Her tears slipped down her cheeks. I didn't tell you because I was afraid of this. Afraid you'd look at me like I was stained. But I'm yours. Every part of me is yours now. Don't let him take that from us. Rowan's words echoed in my head. She chose me once. He's living with my shadow. You let him think he had power over me, I whispered. He never had power over you. He wanted it. He tried to claim it. But he never truly did. Then why does it feel like he's already won? She shook her head. Because you're letting him live inside your thoughts. Push him out, please." I stared at her, torn between rage and love. "I don't know if I can." She reached up and touched my face gently, her eyes begging. "Then let me prove it. Let me show you that I'm yours, completely." I caught her wrist, holding it in place against my cheek. "One kiss may have meant nothing to you, but it means everything to me now. It's a crack in everything I thought was solid." Her voice lowered, raw and desperate. "Then let me be the one to mend it." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to pull her close and forget Rowan's smirk, forget the poison in his voice. But the image of them together, even once, even long ago, wouldn't leave me. I stepped back. "I need time." Her face crumpled. "Time. I can't forgive what I don't understand. I need to think." She grabbed my arm, her nails digging in. "Don't leave me now. Not when he's circling, not when he's watching. He'll use every second you step away. Then tell me why it happened. Tell me what you felt in that moment." Her eyes closed tight. "I felt curious. He was charming, and I was stupid. That's all. I didn't feel what I feel with you. I didn't feel fire. I didn't feel home." I exhaled sharply. "So he was your mistake. And I'm your redemption. You're not my redemption. You're my truth." The words lodged in me like glass. I didn't know if they healed or cut. The phone buzzed again. A message from Rowan. "She told you, didn't she? Now you see what she hides." I shoved the phone back into my pocket, my blood boiling. "I can't breathe in this room," I muttered. Elena's grip tightened. "If you walk out, he wins. If I stay, I suffocate." Her lips trembled. "Then stay and fight with me. Don't let him make you doubt what we have." I looked into her eyes, saw the storm breaking inside her, the desperation, the fear. And I realized she wasn't the only one caught in Rowan's trap. The betrayal wasn't only hers. It was mine too, forever letting Rowan's shadow grow between us. But knowing that didn't make the pain easier. I pulled free from her grip. "I need space, Elena, just for tonight." Her whisper followed me as I stepped out the door. "If you go, I don't know if I'll survive this." I froze at the threshold, torn between the fire of her love and the ash of her mistake. Then I walked out into the night, every step heavy with the weight of a truth I couldn't unhear. The dining room was too warm, too full of forced laughter and clinking glasses. I sat across from Rowan, my jaw tight, Elena's hand resting lightly on my knee under the table. I wanted to believe her touch could anchor me, but his smirk across the room kept tearing at the stitches in my chest. Rowan raised his glass. "To family," he said, his eyes locking on me before drifting deliberately to Elena, "and to the secrets we keep for thee, ones we love." A hush fell over the table. My father coughed, trying to recover the moment, but my blood was already boiling. "What's that supposed to mean?" I asked, my voice low but sharp. Rowan shrugged. "Just a toast. No hidden meaning." Elena shifted beside me, her grip on my knee tightening. "Please don't," she whispered, too soft for anyone else to hear. But Rowan wasn't done. "Some of us know how fragile loyalty can be. A kiss here, a choice there, and suddenly everything changes." Elena's fork clattered against her plate. Her face went pale. "Stop it." My chair scraped back as I stood. "Say it again?" Rowan leaned back, smug. "What, that the past has a way of returning? That some bonds can't be erased, no matter how hard you try?" I stepped around the table, fists clenched. "You're doing this to humiliate her? To humiliate me?" He tilted his head. "I'm only telling the truth. If you can't handle it, maybe you shouldn't be sitting at this table." The room blurred. I lunged, my arm swinging back, ready to smash the smirk off his face. "Please," Elena cried, grabbing my arm with both hands. Her voice cracked, loud enough to silence the entire room. "Don't let him win." My chest heaved, every muscle screaming for release. But her sobs cut through me sharper than any blade. "He wants this," she begged, tears streaking her cheeks. "He wants you to lose control. Don't give him that." I glared down at Rowan, his smirk twisting wider. Listen to her, he said softly. She knows what happens when the truth comes out. Shut your mouth, I snapped. Alina pulled harder on my arm, pressing her face against it. Please, I can't take this if you let him pull you apart. I froze, caught between rage and her desperation. My fist hovered inches from Rowan's jaw. Rowan chuckled. Look at you. A dog on a leash? She says stop, and you stop. She says go, and you go. Maybe I should toast to that instead. My father slammed his hand on the table. Enough. This is not the place. But no one else mattered. Not him. Not the others watching. Only Rowan's poison and Elena's grip anchoring me in place. I yanked my arm free. But instead of striking him, I slammed my fist down on the table. Plates rattled, glasses toppled, the sound echoing through the room. You want me broken, Rowan? You want me hollow like you? It won't happen. Rowan raised his glass again, unbothered. We'll see. I turned to Elena. Her tears were steady now, her eyes red and raw. Why do you let him do this to you? I asked, my voice shaking. She shook her head. He's not doing it to me. He's doing it to us. And if you let him, he'll tear us apart. He already has, I whispered. Her hand clutched mine, desperate. No, not yet. Not if you still choose me. Rowan snorted. Careful with your words, brother. Once spoken, they can't be taken back. I spun toward him. You think you're winning because you dig up the past. But the past doesn't make you stronger. It only proves how empty you are. His smirk faltered for the first time, but only for a heartbeat. Empty, maybe? But at least I don't pretend. You're the one living a lie. Elena's voice rose, fierce through her tears. This isn't your story, Rowan. It's ours. Stop trying to steal it. Everyone at the table stared. Shocked by her outburst, but I only saw the trembling strength in her eyes. You still trust her? After what she confessed? Rowan taunted. After knowing she once wanted me? My chest burned, the weight of his words pressing hard. I looked at Alina, at the woman clutching my hand like her life depended on it. Did you? I asked her, my voice breaking. Did you ever want him? Her head shook violently. No. I wanted distraction. I wanted escape. But I never wanted him. Not the way I want you. Not the way I need you. The room fell silent again. I searched her face, desperate for a lie, desperate for a reason to let go. But all I saw was fear. Fear of losing me? Rowan's chair scraped as he stood. You can believe her if you like. But deep down, you'll always wonder. I took a step toward him, my fists still trembling. The only thing I wonder is why you're so obsessed with ruining what you'll never have? He smirked again. But his eyes flickered with something else. Frustration, maybe even defeat. Because it's the only thing that makes you bleed. Alina pressed against me, her voice a whisper only I could hear. Don't give him another reason, please. I closed my eyes, inhaled, exhaled. When I opened them, I looked straight at Rowan. You'll never get what you want from me. I grabbed Elena's hand and pulled her away from the table, ignoring the stunned silence around us. She stumbled beside me, still crying, still clutching me as though I might slip away. Outside, the night air hit me like cold water. I leaned against the wall, trying to steady my breathing. Alina wrapped her arms around me. I'm sorry, she whispered. For everything. For giving him anything to use. For letting you doubt me? I rested my forehead against hers, torn apart inside. I don't know if I can forget what he said. But I know I can't lose you. Her breath caught. Then hold on to me. Hold on, no matter what he does. For the first time, I realized this was more than betrayal, more than mistakes. This was war. And Rowan wasn't just after her. He was after us. The question burned inside me as I held her trembling body. Could I still trust her to stand by me when he came again? Or was I already holding something that would break in my hands? The storm broke in the middle of the night. Rowan had been clever, careful, but he wasn't invincible. His arrogance finally tripped him. I stared at the projector screen as the video played in front of everyone. Faces flickered in the glow. Family, friends, witnesses. Every lie Rowan had spun, every recording he twisted, every fake scene he staged it, was all here, raw and undeniable. His voice filled the room, too confident for his own good. He'll never believe her if I show him this. Watch how easy it is to turn them against each other. Gasps rose around me. My chest felt like fire. I turned to him where he stood at the back of the room, pale but still smirking. "You set all of this up," I said, my voice shaking with fury. He adjusted his collar. "And you fell for it." Every single time, Elena's hand clutched mine. She looked at me, desperate. "Do you see now? I wasn't lying. Not about the video, not about him cornering me. He staged everything." I searched her face. Tears welled in her eyes, but her stare never wavered. "I told you," she whispered. "I told you. I never betrayed you." Rowan laughed bitterly. "Betrayal is just a word. Everyone does it in some way. She wanted me once. That part was real. You'll never erase that." "Stop," Elena shouted, stepping forward. Her voice carried through the stunned silence. "I made mistakes, but I chose him, not you. Not ever you." The room held its breath. Rowan's smirk faltered. "You're lying to yourself." "No," she said firmly, her voice cracking but strong. "I'm telling the truth. You can't stand. You never had me, Rowan. Not then, not now, not ever." I turned to Rowan. "Your games are finished," he scoffed. "You think exposing this makes you the winner? Look at yourself. You don't trust her. You never will. I planted a seed you can't dig out." I stepped closer, my fists trembling. "The difference between you and me is that I can fight to rebuild. You only know how to destroy." Rowan smirked again, but it was weaker now, frayed at the edges. "Keep telling yourself that." My father rose from his seat, his voice thunderous. "You've humiliated this family enough. You're done here, Rowan." Others joined in, murmurs turning into condemnation. The weight shifted. His charm, his mask, it was gone. He was exposed. Rowan's eyes darted around the room, desperate now, but no one defended him. He grabbed his jacket, muttering curses under his breath, and stormed out. The door slammed behind him. Silence lingered like smoke after fire. I looked at Elena. Her tears glistened in the dim light. "You stood by me," I said softly. "I told you I would," she whispered. "But it doesn't erase what happened," I admitted. My throat tightened. He was right about one thing. I'll always wonder, always doubt. Her lips trembled. "Then tell me what to do. Tell me how to make you believe again." I shook my head. "I don't know if you can." She stepped closer, clutching my shirt like she was afraid I would disappear. "Then let me try. Don't shut me out. Don't let him win, even after he's gone." I closed my eyes, her voice breaking me open. The anger, the betrayal, the twisted lies, they had carved scars I couldn't ignore. But her grip, her pleading, her tears felt real. "I want to believe you," I whispered. "Then do," she said, desperate. "Start now. Start tonight, please." The room around us had emptied, but I barely noticed. My world had narrowed to her. Her face inches from mine, her breath shaky against my skin. Her heart pressed against my chest like it was begging to beat in sync with mine. "Do you still love me?" she asked. The question pierced me deeper than Rowan ever could. I swallowed hard. "Yes, but love isn't the same as trust." Her tears spilled faster. "Then let me earn it. Let me prove it. I don't care how long it takes." I cupped her face in my hands, trembling with the weight of everything we had been through. "You'd really stay, knowing I'll never forget what he did?" "What you admitted?" "Yes," she said without hesitation. "Because losing you would hurt more than carrying your doubts." My chest ached with the truth in her voice. I kissed her forehead, slow and lingering, not with passion, but with pain and fragile hope. Rowan was gone, exposed, disgraced, but his shadow lingered in the cracks he left behind. As I held Elena close, I realized the victory was hollow. I had won, but I wasn't whole. I whispered against her hair, the words tasting like both a promise and a curse. "We survived him. But can we survive us?" She gripped me tighter. "We have to. The night swallowed us in silence. The fire was over, but the smoke still clung. I had Alina in my arms, but inside, a question burned that no answer could soothe. Was love enough to rebuild what betrayal had broken?